Hello everyone, today in Sangee's Cookery we're going to see how to prepare the Elayada. Elayada is a Indian and a traditional sweet which is belonging to Kerala. Elayada consists of the rice parcel which is enclosed in a rice dough and which has a sweet filling which is made of jaggery and coconut, and this is steamed in a banana leaf which makes it even more tastier. Basically Ela means leaf, and here it is the banana leaf, and ada is nothing but the rice cake. So this makes it even more a very interesting dish. And today I am going to prepare two types, which is one is the Elayada, the other one is called as a Valsan. Both are more or less the same. In Elayada I am just going to show it with one batter, and in Valsan it is going to be a slight variation where I am going to make the rice flour balls and then do the stuffing, which will make easier for the beginners. There are different ways in which people make Elayada. This is the way in which we prepare in our family, which I have learnt it. So that's how I am going to do it today. So today we are going to learn both Elayada and Valsan in the same video. So before we go into the procedure as to how to make it, if you are watching my video for the first time, I would request you all to subscribe to my channel and also click on the bell icon for further interesting recipes. For preparing the Elayada, I have got the jackfruit from the vendor who is selling outside. This is the most easiest way instead of buying the entire jackfruit. But a small tip is the one which is thicker is less sweet. So I bought two varieties today. So this is slightly thinner variety. This is having more taste than the thicker variety. When you buy jackfruit from outside, just select the thin ones like this. Now I'm also going to tell you how to take out the seed from the jackfruit. To show you, just remove with your hand, just will be able to move it. You don't have to take a knife for that. Take out the seed. With the seed there are a lot of other recipes which I will be sharing with you. So take out any kind of skin. You can just discard all this. If you see, it's nice and smooth. So if it is like this, you can use for the Elayada. There should not be any transparent thing which is sticking onto it. So that will be the proper texture. If there is something like this, you need to remove it, because things like this will get stuck in the throat. Just make a small partition so that it's easy for you to remove. Take out the seed, and all these seeds can be spread on a paper or on a plate, and it can be kept spreading out on the plate. Just remove anything which is sticking onto it and then keep it in the plate for drying. I have actually taken the seed out of all the jackfruit. Now we are going to cut it into thin strips and then we are going to finely chop it. So similarly, I am going to cut the remaining jackfruit into fine pieces. For making the Elayada, I have soaked 1 cup, which is approximately around 200 ml of raw rice, for about 2 hours in water, and I have added the raw rice in the mixie and I am going to grind this into a smooth paste. I have the ground rice flour batter here, that is the raw rice which is ground into a smooth paste, and I also have the finely chopped jackfruit. So now what I am going to do is I am going to take a ladle of this rice flour batter, add some equal amount of water. So we need to cook that until it comes to a nice thick consistency. So basically it has got one small ladle of this batter. I have added more of water. So I'm going to cook this to a nice cool consistency. So it has to come to a nice thick paste like consistency. Until that time you need to cook this. You can see it's like a nice paste like consistency. So when it comes to this particular consistency, I'm going to switch off the gas and I'm going to pour it in the rice flour batter. And I'm going to nicely mix it up. To the batter I'm adding 1/4 teaspoon of salt and also 1 spoon of sugar and mix it up nicely. For preparing the purnam or the stuffing, I am taking 1 cup of the grated coconut. For 1 cup of the grated coconut, I am taking in the same cup 1 cup of jaggery. First let's melt the jaggery. Adding some amount of water to melt the jaggery. After melting the jaggery, I will be taking the dust out. So this is the clear jaggery after discarding the dust. So I am going to let it to boil for some time and before I add the grated coconut. For all the jaggery preparations, I add a teaspoon of sugar. Basically this will balance the taste of the jaggery. So it's been about 5 minutes. You can see that the jaggery has become slightly thick at this stage. I'm going to add the grated coconut. Nicely mix it up. So now it's become thick. At this stage, we'll be adding the finely chopped jackfruit. Basically, there is no proportion for it. The more the jackfruit, it will be good. But just for your sake, I'm just measuring it up. So it's approximately around 3 cups of the same cup. Nicely mix it up. As far as possible, try to get nice bright orange color jackfruit pieces when you're making this. Always taste and buy when you're buying it in loose. So I'm also adding a teaspoon of ghee. Now you can see it's come to a nice thick consistency. Getting an excellent aroma of the jackfruit. The jackfruit lovers will definitely love this aroma. Stuffing can be stored also for a long period if it is kept in the refrigerator, especially in the freezer section if you want to keep it for a pretty longer period. There is absolutely no moisture. Just move the ladle and see it's become nice thick. Now at this stage I'm going to switch off the gas. First we need to heat the banana leaf. Basically we are heating the banana leaf so that you will be able to easily fold the leaf. So first you need to cut into desired shape. If it is slightly broader, it's better to, it will be easier for you to fold. So take nice broad banana leaves, nicely heat it. Similarly, I'm heating the other banana leaf. If you feel you won't be able to bear the heat with the hands, you can use a tongs. Similarly, I'll be heating all the banana leaves. So in the prepared batter, before we spread it on the banana leaf, I'm just adding a teaspoon of ghee. This will add very good flavor to the batter. Nicely mix it up. So I'll show you how we're going to spread it. And this is the leaf which has been nicely heated. So I'm adding 2 ladles of the batter. Let it be thick. This is the prepared purnam or the stuffing. So I'm just going to spread it in one side, in 1/2 portion. So I've spread it in one side of the portion. I hope it's clear in the video. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold it like this. And we can fold it from one side like this, one side like this, the other side like this. You can put it in a steamer. Just transfer this into a steamer. This is one way. The other way will be, in one side I'm just going to add the stuffing. Again in the similar manner. We are able to easily fold the banana leaf because we have heated it. You can slightly do it like this. Close it like this and immediately you can take it out and keep it in the steamer like this, like a pocket. I've kept the steamer or wherever you have a big colander. I'm just keeping a vessel underneath, just keeping some water, and we're going to keep this in the pressure cooker like how you steam doklas and other stuff. On top of it I'm going to keep the steamer. Not going to put the weight. I'm going to steam this for 15 minutes. So I'm just going to open the cooker. I've taken the LAD out from the cooker. So it's steamed nicely. It's really hot. So I'm just going to open it and show it to you how it's been cooked. So with the same batter and with the same stuffing, we'll prepare another dish called as the valsan. This is also a very famous sweet item in Kerala. With the remaining batter, I'm going to heat it in a stove pan and I'm going to make it little more thicker. I've ground the rice in the mixie, so in that I've added some water. So first in that water, I'm just going to add the thick batter, around 2 ladles. Mix it up nicely. It's coming into a nice thick consistency. So you need to cook it for a few more minutes. So it has to come to a thick consistency like this. So basically I have added 3 ladles batter, like this batter, in 1 cup of water. So in this recipe I am actually making this out of the prepared rice flour batter. But if you want to prepare just valsan dish by itself, you can prepare it in the same way how you have made the Purna Kozhakottai recipe. You can actually look into my Purna Kozhakottai recipe or the sweet Kozhakottai recipe where I prepared the batter. In the similar way you have to prepare the batter. It has to be thick and come like a round ball. So once it comes to a nice ball like consistency like this, we can switch off the gas. We need to smear some amount of oil on the banana leaf. Keep this in the middle. You can even smear some more oil on the other side of the banana leaf. So I'm just going to keep this on top of the other. This will be much more easier version. Just the name is different. You can nicely press it with a plate. So on one side we can apply the stuffing. So this will be much more easier. So after spreading, you can even use your hands to spread it and simply fold it. So this is much more easier so that the batter will not ooze out. So I'll show you another one. So you can even press with the help of hands, but this is for the beginners. And if you want to spread it more thin, I'm just giving you this tip. Press it with a plate. So now I'm going to place the Valsan on the idli plates and I'm going to steam it. So it is not necessary that you need to keep it in the steamer. If you don't have any kind of steamer, if you have the idli plates, you can keep the elai on the idli plate and steam it for 15 minutes. Now since there are only 5 Valsans which I prepared, so I'm just going to steam it for 12 minutes. So it depends on the quantity. So let's steam this for 12 minutes. The flavorful elai is ready. So after taking out from the pressure cooker, just allow it to cool for a few minutes, because if it's very hot, you may not be able to take it out easily. Once it is come to a room temperature, see how nicely it comes. I'll show you another one. So if you have a broader banana leaf, this is the advantage. And there is a lot of advantage of cooking it in the banana leaf as well. So if you are steam cooking it, the food penetrates very well through the banana leaf and gets into the sweet, and that itself has got a unique flavor. Now let's open the Valsan. Valsan has also come out so well. According to me, if you are a beginner, you can try out the Valsan. Basically, because the rice flour, it may tend to move here and there. This is basically given as a breakfast item or as an evening snack. So you can enjoy having this elai along with your family and friends. I would request you all to try out this recipe, and if you like it, please share it with your friends and relatives. Have a sweet day.